Hello, happy Monday. I'm going to get right into it because I want you guys to have some time to do the work that I'm asking you to do. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you and show you what it is that maybe, hopefully, with a little luck and a prayer, you will be looking at today. So for Monday, you're going to see two slides, and the first slide is reminding you that you're in the home stretch of your writing, and you've been working for like 3 weeks now on this personal narrative. By now, you probably do have a story that has a beginning and a middle and an end. Your story has a really well thought out lead and an ending because you spent some time thinking about different ways that you might start your story and end your story. You probably have a pretty good bit of dialogue and action and internal thinking because last week you underlined your story with lots of different colors and you were able to see what was missing, and then you can add that in. You might have some setting ideas in there so that your readers know when they read your story where it takes place. You can't assume that they really can picture it unless you show us. You've probably told your story bit by bit, and your story should be on a separate sheet of paper, on a separate sheet of loose leaf notebook paper or some kind of paper with lines, and it probably has lots of crossouts and highlights, and maybe you even cut the paper and added more paper too because you wanted to stick something in the middle. Today, you are going to fix just the spelling. That's it. And you're like, well, I already looked at my spelling. It's good. I'm still going to go through it. So I'm going to teach you how to do something that is not something that I don't think you've ever done before. You're actually going to read your story backwards, word for word. You're like, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Exactly. Because if you read your story from beginning to end, the story is coming out of your head and it's going to make sense, and you might not notice the spelling errors. But if you read the words out of order, where the words don't make sense now when you're reading them, you might look at that word and go, oh, that's weird. It doesn't look right. I'm going to show you what I mean. So here's the story that I wrote. It's once my dad, sorry about that. Once my dad took me to the Yankee game. He loves the Yankees as much as me. Sometimes we sit in the bleachers and eat hot dogs and so forth. And that's the story. I made this story up really quickly. But instead, I'm going to start here. And I'm going to go from this word to that word to that word to that word. And I'm just going to literally read each word separately. Am. That's right. I. Uh-oh. That word needs to be fixed. So I would take my marker and I would fix it. Now I can't do that on here right now. It's not going to allow me to for some reason. I want to actually draw right on it and it's not going to let me. Tools, maybe? No, it's not going to let me on this. That's okay. But I'm going to change that I to a capital letter. Think, I, then, and. Now, it's supposed to be beautiful. That word does not look right to me. I know the word beautiful. I'm going to go and I'm going to either ask somebody how do you spell beautiful, or I'm going to look it up on my little personal word wall if I have one, or I'm going to go to my word lists that I've been getting from Word Study, or I'm going to find that word somewhere in my room or in my classroom. I'm going to look around because that word is something that comes up a lot, and I'm going to fix it. Your. That's not how you spell your. Oh, I'm not sure because there's like a bunch of different ones. I'm going to circle that one because I don't know how to spell it yet, so I'm not really sure how to fix it. Susie says. Says? I think it's supposed to be he says. Okay, I have to fix that, but I'm not really exactly sure. I'm going to circle it. So much. I think I meant so much. Maybe I'll draw a line through it so that I know those are two different words. So much. Dad, my, love. Oops, I forgot the E. I. Batter. Oh, hey, batter. Oh, that's not the way you spell batter. If somebody is up at bat, B-A-T, then if it's batter, it would be B-A-T-T-E-R. All right, I got to fix that one. Then I spelled that one wrong too. Okay, and so forth. You're going to actually read your story from backwards to forwards. Look at every single word individually and fix it. Then you're done for today. Okay, every day this week, just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm going to give you a different thing to work on. I think it's helpful when you're revising to look at one thing at a time. If you try to do everything all at once, you're going to miss stuff. They're like, today I'm just going to do spelling. Tomorrow I'm just going to do periods and capitals. The next day I'm just going to, whatever it is. Okay. So today, just one thing, and then give yourself a break. If while you're reading it, you decide, oh, I want to change this, then you can make that change too, as far as like revisions and adding and taking things out or whatever. But you're really in the home stretch and you don't really need to make that many more changes. By Wednesday, I'm going to ask you to start copying it over on special paper, which I will upload onto the drive so that you can print it out. Or if you don't want to use that paper because you can't have access to it or whatever, and I don't give it to you in school, then you just use a nice piece of paper that's clean, has lines on it, that will let you write something really beautiful and make it ready for the world to read. Okay. Good luck. Happy writing. Happy editing. Bye.